Have you ever felt like your heart was made of glass, shattered by every harsh word, every betrayal, every silent sting? What if I told you that you can become completely unshakable, that nothing and nobody will ever hurt you again? Stick around, because today we're diving into the real reason you're still hurting and how to set yourself free for good. In the next few minutes, you'll discover why external pain only hurts if there's an open wound inside you, how your unconscious mind keeps you trapped, and how to break free. The surprising power of embracing your pain instead of avoiding it. The journey of individuation that makes you emotionally invulnerable. Why true freedom is born from awareness, not armor ready. Chapter 1. The Illusion of External Control. You probably believe that what hurts you is out there, in someone's cruel words, a sudden betrayal, a door slammed in your face. But here's the brutal truth. Nothing outside has the power to hurt you unless there's already an open wound inside. Imagine you and a friend both get the same offhand insult. They shrug it off, but you're left replaying it in your mind for days. Why? It isn't about their words. It's about what those words touch within you. That unhealed trauma, that old story you've been telling yourself, that fear you never faced. Next, we'll uncover exactly where those wounds come from and why they're your real battlefield. Chapter 2. The Unconscious Battlefield. Carl Jung famously said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." Your unconscious is like an iceberg. The tiny tip you see is your conscious mind. Beneath the surface lies a massive world of repressed memories, fears, and desires. Every time you react with anger, anxiety, or that sinking feeling in your gut, it's your unconscious sending an SOS. You think you're reacting to the outside world, but really, you're reacting to what's buried inside. Patterns you never addressed, and emotions you tried to bury. If you're ready to stop being a puppet of your own mind, hit subscribe and ring that bell. We're just getting started. Up next, how accepting your buried parts can turn your pain into true strength. Chapter 3. Integration through acceptance. Most people try to build walls, emotional armor that looks impressive but actually corrodes from within. Jung called that the persona, a mask we wear for collective convenience. But true strength isn't about denying your pain. It's about integrating it. Here is one of my favorite quotes. "What you resist persists. What you accept transforms." Step 1. Notice the wound. Where do you feel it? In your chest? Your throat? Step 2. Name the story. What have you been telling yourself? I'm not good enough and I'll always get left behind. Step 3. Sit with it. Invite the pain in, listen to what it's teaching you, and thank it for signaling something you need to heal. This is the beginning of individuation, becoming whole, not perfect. You stop being reactive and you start responding from a calm center. Now let's talk about why suffering itself can become your greatest ally. Chapter 4. Suffering as a sacred messenger. You've been taught fear equals weakness, pain equals failure. But Jung argued that suffering is the language of the soul. Depression, anxiety, that sudden rage, they're like a lady in black knocking at your door, begging for a conversation. Every time you push that knock away with distraction, you only deepen the wound. But when you pause, breathe, and say, "Tell me what you want," you begin a sacred dialogue. In that space of raw vulnerability, transformation starts. Think of pain as compost for your growth garden. Embrace the ache, and it will feed the seeds of your true self. Up next, the final key: why awareness, pure, unfiltered consciousness, is the only shield you'll ever need. Chapter 5. Consciousness as your shield. Here's the secret nobody tells you. Protecting yourself isn't about building thicker walls. It's about shining a light so bright inside that no darkness can hide. When you know your triggers, those exact words, tones, or actions that used to knock you off balance, you can greet them with calm curiosity instead of reactivity. You still feel the poke, but it no longer throws you. You're free because nothing outside finds an echo within you. Here is one of my favorite quotes. "Nothing, absolutely nothing, will shield you from external suffering if you remain unconscious of what happens within you." This is the core of true emotional immunity, living from a place of integrated wholeness. You may still feel pain, but it doesn't break you. You may still stumble, but you don't lose yourself. That's freedom. Conclusion. So if you've ever dreamed of being unshakable, of finally living beyond fear, rejection, or loss, know this: Your real power begins the moment you turn toward your own darkness and bring it into the light. In the comments, type awareness if you're choosing to dive deep rather than run away. Let's start a movement of people who live fully. Masks off, hearts open. If this spoke to you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to break free from the cycle of pain. You're not alone on this journey. Let's rise together. Remember, nothing and nobody will ever hurt you again because you've become the unshakable you. See you in the next one.